What's up, guys? Barry Game here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today, well, I noticed something on the auction house that is really strange. We don't have a single giant killer copy of Betty up at all, and not even just giant killer, but A- or higher hero. Now, that's interesting, but it also leads me to something I want to ask you guys if you want to let me do tomorrow on a live stream. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let's jump right into it. So like I was talking about, we actually don't have a single copy. If we literally look for everything above A-, we have not a single Betty on this auction house, and I don't know why. I'm just feeling like this mage hero is going to be really good. I don't think there were even any up here for, no items on display, none for bidding. You got to go to like B plus, actually B plus. Is there actually no, like, there's like no bennies at all on this auction house right now? Okay, there's a couple B copies, which is to be expected. I don't know how good this hero is going to be, but I thought it's interesting to state that there's not a single one out there. And we're going to get, of course, more information as the week goes on. Now, if you want to, remember, we have these crystals coming to us tonight. What I plan on doing is for people who have, let's break it down to if you have the B plus or higher stone, because the B chances of it rolling to an A- is kind of low. But if you have a B plus or higher and you want Barry Gaming, myself, to open it up on a live stream, make sure you come by tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to try to do a live stream during the day, and I'll try to put a reminder out later today as well for early tomorrow morning to let you guys know exactly what time. But I'm willing to open everybody's B plus and higher stones on stream. However, what I will mention is these stones are probably, it feels a little weird that we get them basically tonight, but then we don't get to see what the new hero's like until Thursday. Unless you already have a plan for what you need, like if you need to use this on a Lord of Fear Aspen, chances are this hero is not going to be as good as Lord of Fear Aspen. That's just a guarantee. But if you do already have an Aspen copy, you have some other heroes, and you're looking to see if this is going to be worthwhile, I would highly suggest you save these Awakening Crystals, even potentially the B+. If you got in the top 100, I would save those to see if Betty's any good, because she looks like a really cool hero. Her regular kit, like when we just look at Betty by herself, her kit looks pretty solid. Especially if she comes out with some crazy CC abilities like Jara, because remember, we only have a couple mages so far. One of them is Jara, and she's like the CC queen. The other one is Eos. She is more damage oriented, but she doesn't really have any crowd control or anything like that. So it'll be interesting to see what a third one does. It's just weird that this, like, the third mage we get is literally a shadow hero when we've already had shadow heroes. But again, we were due for a shadow hero. It's really weird how this rotation works with new Transcendence heroes lately. But at the end of the day, kind of is what it is for what the rankings are. Now, if you did get in the top 100, that means you did a grand total of 1505. That's actually not that many. I'm surprised. I think it's because most people don't want to go for like a B plus stone. They want to go for the top 50, guarantee that A-. So what is 1505? Divide that by the average of 5.5. I mean, that right there is still 273 awakenings on average, which is still kind of crazy. That's still a lot. And then if we look at who got the A- and higher, literally more than double that. Well, actually, no, that's like more than triple. Sorry. Math. Come on, Barry. It must really suck if you ended up getting like one of these down here. That's really unlucky. 5775, divide that by 5.5 points each. Like 1,000. That's literally like 1,000 awakening, so that's kind of crazy. So yeah, if you did get in the top 100, let me know if you want me to open them on stream. I don't know what Soul is planning to do. Soul ended up getting, if we take a leaderboard look, he got ranked 2. It was really close, but honestly, that's a difference of 1,000 points. And 1,000 points, it's like an additional almost 200 awakenings, 150 to 200, somewhere in that ballpark. Pretty crazy, but it's still an SS stone. Has a decent chance to a high roll to an SSS. You'll probably get some SSS rolls on it too. And then this one, I don't even know. I don't know who this is. I've never I feel like I've never seen this name before. It must be an iOS player, I guess. But again, if you want us to open up your SSS Stone, definitely let me know. Whether it's iOS or Android, I can do it on either platform. And again, if you did get the higher rank and you are an iOS player, don't worry. I'm gonna actually, while we're talking about it, I'm gonna take the time, make sure the iPhone is charged, so we're good to go for tomorrow if that happens. So the other part I want to talk about is, do you think Betty is going to be a good hero? Again, I feel like we have EOS, which is a weird scenario. Like, if you do get Giant Killer, she can be really good in the early game, but so can a lot of heroes if you get Giant Killer on the early game. However, she's a mage, and she reminds me a lot of like a fusion between Sun Devourer Eos and Starwing Jara. She has the CC capabilities with all these twine effects that happen on like every one of her skills. Her base attack has a chance to twine. Her passive has a chance to twine. Her active skill has a chance, basically a guaranteed chance to twine. I'm wondering if this is going to be like a Rui Scepter type hero or maybe a Melodic Strings type hero. It'd be really interesting to see and find out. I'd also love to know who her tenants are going to be, which we should find out either Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. One of the two is probably going to be, I think we've been getting it kind of Tuesday. We've been getting it a little early when we get our skill card. Normally what happens with that is WeChat also posts who her tenants are going to be. And I'm really, really hoping they're actually some decent heroes. Like, really, really hoping that if we come over here and we just check Cloud Island and we take a look to see who could be the tenant. So it's going to be probably 2 shadow heroes here because you can kind of line up to here. So my guess would be the newest 2, which would be Betty, and who is the one before Betty actually? Azrael. I mean, he's an assassin, not great. Betty is going to, if you build Betty as a Transcendence hero, you're going to want a second Betty. Almost guaranteed then. As far as, let's see here. Second spot, Azrael, G-Ster. I feel like we might see something like Jara then. Because usually they pick like from the same faction. Either they just use Azrael. I feel like she might get lucky and you might be able to use Jara. That would be absolutely amazing. But again, it's not like faction specific every time. A lot of the times it's kind of random too. So maybe if it could be Jara in slot 2, that would be amazing. Slot 3, again, usually it's like one from your faction. So it's probably going to be an older hero like an Onkirimaru maybe. And then the final slot. I don't really know how they decide who they're picking on this. We haven't seen Scarlet Queen Halora in a while. That would be pretty amazing. If we get Scarlet Queen Halora or Hyperspace Hunter Ilamok up here or something like that. Just please don't have Azrael as one of them. Azrael, Shia, they're like some of the worst ones to go for on this. So I'm just hoping she doesn't have that. But she does have potential to be really, really strong. And if you guys are going to use this, definitely hit me up on Discord. My Discord handle is in the description as always in every video. Hit me up. We'll get you guys added to a list. Again, I want top 100 and higher because as fun as it would be for B tiers, if you have just a B tier, you should just save it for the next Soul Awakening session. You might get a little greedy with the other ones and then maybe it'll be fun. I mean, technically, if you're going to go for Betty, I mean, you definitely want to wait till next week because there's going to be a transcending, what is it called? Called Stars event where, you know, one of the things is actually awakening for her copies. And so using that on her copy will get you a lot of points. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.